evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the West Gym for tonight's game between the visiting Northwest Nazarene University Nighthawks and your Basketball fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise if you're able, and please remove your caps, and welcome to the floor from Coquitlam, British Columbia, the Roy Stibbs Elementary School Choir for the singing of the American and Canadian national anthems. Roy Stibbs Elementary School Choir. Great job out there tonight. And now it is time to meet tonight's starting lineups. We will begin with the Northwest Nazarene University Nighthawks. Starting at guard, number 0, Bryson Ferguson. Starting guard, number 3, Sullivan Menard. Starting forward, number 10, Kai Dixon. Starting at guard, number 11, Yaru Harvey. And starting forward, number 20, Riggs Renstrom. Head coach of the Nighthawks, John Hawkins with assistants, Chris Dendinger, Greg Hawkins, Levi Winrick, Kobe Hiroshima, Andrew Allen, and Jeff Kinneback. And now it's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for your SFU Leagues. We get a guard, standing 6'4", from Markham, Ontario, number 0, Jovan. Starting guard, standing 6'4", from North Van, number 2, Tay Christensen. Starting guard, a sophomore from Vancouver, BC, number 3, 13, Matthijs Van Bylen. It comes from SFU, assistant coaches, Gladney and Ziad Gulen. And now, basketball fans, without any further ado, it is time to get down to business. From the West Gym, it is the night.
Welcome back to Red Leafs TV. I'm Nicholas Hauke on the call with my partner, Eitan Weisfeld. Eitan, last time we called a game here, SFU had their biggest win of the season on an Irish Coquille buzzer beater with 0.5 seconds left in the game. A lot has changed since that point.
Yeah, SFU obviously grabbing a huge win last time we were in the booth. Great to be back in the West Gym with you, Nick, for these last two games of the GNAC season. SFU has improved. They've won 2 of their last 3, including wins away at St. Martin's and Western Oregon. So they did the double over St. Martin's this season, which is something that would have been completely unexpected in preseason.
Good start here for the Red Leafs. Luke Howard hitting 2 free throws to get this going. Nighthawks with possession looking to answer.
Luke Howard leading this SFU side in points per game with almost 17. That lands him 3rd in all of the GNAC.
And for the three-pointer, no good there by Dixon. Ball to the corner, back to Bergerson for 3 of his own off the front of the rim, no good. Dixon on the rebound, had that poked away.
We're going to be calling his name all night.
Dixon averaging 18.5 points per game, leading the GNAC.
3rd in the GNAC, 4 rebounds as well, averaging almost 8.5. You saw one there. He was able to battle against 3 Red Leaf defenders. Him alone in the paint is going to be a lot of trouble to deal with.
Red Leafs will be paying attention to him. Off his screen is Harvey, kicking that outside. Back into the paint to Harvey, getting a return pass in tight. Layup no good. Other way it's Coquille. In transition to the rim, Luke Howard throws it down. Good start from Howard, scoring the game's first 4 points.
And that's a combination that Steve Hansen's been looking at all season. Coquille to Howard. Coquille 2nd in the GNAC for assists per game, almost 5 of those. Obviously, Luke Howard, one of the top goal scorers in the conference.
And now there's a sight the Red Leafs don't want to see. Kai Dixon alone in the paint for an easy 2.
Yeah, that's going to be an easy bucket for Kai Dixon, 18.5 points per game. He's efficient on the court, 48% from the field, 40% from beyond the arc.
Tough bucket by Gavin Rye, no good. Ball out of bounds, possession will go over to the Nighthawks.
Dixon, a transfer out of junior college in North Carolina. He was actually the #1 Canadian player in all of JUCO, making his way back up north for the first time in his collegiate career.
Into the paint, it's Bergerson. Pumps, kicks it out to the corner. Nighthawks spread it around. Now it's Harvey for 3, no good. Coquille again with the ball in transition to Christensen. Passes up the open 3. Ball back in Coquille's hands. He'll direct traffic. Coquille and Howard, 2-man game, great interception. Ball to Dixon, foul called on Howard.
Yeah, the 6'7" junior out of Toronto. He's looking lively to start this game here in the West Gym.
Great anticipation there by Dixon. Red Leafs trying to work that 2-man game, just like you were talking about, Eitan, with the Howard and Coquille together. Now here's Brandstrom. Back to Dixon. To Harvey. Little dribble handoff back to Dixon. Rolling to the right. Again kicks it out. Harvey driving into the paint with the right hand. Blocked by Howard. Foul called.
Have to see a replay of that one because it looked like Howard got a bit of the ball there.
Red Leafs bench unenthused with that call. Let's take a look here.
It's a close call, definitely. You would think with home court advantage, you might get the benefit here and there, but we'll see Harvey at the line. And the 73% free throw shooter makes good on his first attempt.
Not the player you want to send to the line here.
Yeah, and trouble for SFU. 2 early fouls for Luke Howard. That means he has to take a seat now. Saxstone coming in, obviously, a great piece to keep on the floor, but not what you want to see for Steve Hansen in what's going to be a really tight game for them, where every possession counts. They want to keep their best players on the floor.
Zach Stone will look to step up here. Rye with the ball into Stone. Stone looks around. Finds Rye cutting. Rye into the paint. Tried to put that out to Kokia, intercepted by Harvey. Fast break the other way. Harvey to the rim. Right hand is in.
Averaging over 10 points a game, the senior out of Sacramento.
Nighthawks showing active hands early. Now it's Kokia getting to the cup himself. No good with the left. It rolls out. Good ball movement again by the Nighthawks. Harvey just missed. A little bit of a miscommunication on that pass there. Red Leafs will get possession back.
Yeah, unlike Yaru Harvey there, he's actually leading the Nighthawks in assists with nearly 4 a game. He's been very efficient throughout this GNAC season in finding teammates in open looks. Just couldn't connect on that one.
The exact type of Maestro you want running your offense. Speaking of Maestros, here's Kokia to Rye. Rye driving with the right hand. Doesn't like it. Goes up, no good. Christensen on the rebound. Christensen, tough shot, no good either. Nighthawks get the rebound.
And something to note for this Nighthawks is how good they are defensively. They rank first, in the GNAC for defensive points per game. They've been fantastic in making it difficult for teams to score in bunches, and we've seen that every SFU possession has come with a little bit of turmoil.
And that defense leads to good offense as Dixon hits a little fadeaway jumper from the mid-range for 2. Red Leafs with the ball looking to answer. Here's Rye. A little crossover into the paint. Finds Matisse Van Bylen cutting to the rim for 2. A nice shot by Matisse.
That's a tough bucket from the sophomore out of North Vancouver, averaging nearly 8 points per game. They're going to look at him, especially defensive side of the ball in this one. He's been one of their best players on the defensive side. He leads the Red Leafs with 26 blocks on the year.
Here he is on Dixon. Dixon kicks out to a teammate for 3, in and out. Sullivan Menard missing on the three-point shot that time. In transition, it's Rye. Back to Stone. Finds Kokia, who directs traffic. Kokia works off his screen. Kicks out to Matthijs Van Bylen for 3. In and out, no good. Dixon on the rebound. In transition, it's Harvey. He'll settle things down. Ball to Dixon, working around the horn to Menard. Menard to the corner, driving to the rim. Into Bergerson, good and 1. Tough bucket by Ryzen Bergerson.
Yeah, Ryzen Bergerson, someone that the Nighthawks have looked at throughout the years as one of their key players. He was GNAC Championship MVP in 2022-23. He was a second-team selection last year in 23-24, and he was second in the GNAC for steals that year.
And after that bucket, Red Leafs are going to call timeout here. We will call a timeout as well and be right back here on Red Leafs TV. Welcome back to Red Leafs TV. We are here in the West Gym in Burnaby, BC, here in the first half of a 10-6 game. Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks in the lead. Aton, the star player for the Red Leafs, getting in foul trouble early on. Someone else is going to need to step up.
Yeah, not what you want to see if you're a Red Leaf fan. Luke Howard, obviously a huge leader in this group, leading them in rebounds, in points per game, leading at the top of the standings of the conference in terms of points per game. But you have a player like Zach Stone who came back from a medical retirement from concussions. He came in just last January. He's already made an immediate impact, averaging 10 points per game, 6 rebounds per game. He's been that extra player that has gotten them over the hump when Irish and Howard can't play that 1-2 game.
Well, here is Irish Kokia. Receiving a screen from Stone. Kokia kicks out to Van Bylen. Driving Van Bylen. Throws it down. Little bit of contact there as well. Not phased. Tough bucket in the paint.
That's great play from Van Bylen. Fearless going up to the basket despite the contact.
Now here are the Nighthawks. It's Brandstrom in the paint. Pounds the ball, kicks it out. Now driving it. We got a little travel call there on Rajon Bergerson. Rajon and Ryzen brothers. Ryzen a senior and Rajon a redshirt sophomore. Good defensive effort there by the Red Leafs. Cutting this lead down to 3. Here's Kokia. Driving, little floater, good.
That's money from Irish Kokia. He's been working on his game throughout the offseason, looking to become an efficient scorer at the collegiate level. He's taken that leap from his freshman to the sophomore year, averaging over 16 points per game. He's been incredible for the Red Leafs.
Those 3-level scorers are oh so dangerous. Now here's Bergerson, little step back 3, no good. Other way, it's Van Bylen. Collecting the ball, gets that to Stone. Stone pump fakes into the paint. Stone, little Euro step. Tough shot, no good. Contact, no call. Other way, here's Brandstrom. Kicking it out to the corner. Driving into the paint. Good bucket there. Contested by Easton Reagan.
Easton Reagan averaging over 6.5 points per game. But back to the defensive possession for the Nighthawks. So efficient. Zach Stone, a tough player to defend, especially from three-point land. He's a big man who can hit shots from beyond the arc. They were able to step up to him and react when he drove to the paint.
Nighthawks with the ball after a Kokia mid-range is no good. Bergerson being harassed by Tariq Brown. Kicks it back out to Regan. Bergerson driving, little float. Oh, tried the alley-oop pass, no good. Ball off the Nighthawks out of bounds. Red Leafs possession.
Yeah, this isn't 2K.
Coach Hansen for the Red Leafs directing his team's offense here. Down by just 3 with 12:13 left in this first half. Now it's Kokia pulling up for 3. Nothing but net, straight cash by Irish.
Once again, Irish Kokia stepping up big, tying this game up at 13 apiece. He's shooting nearly 40% from beyond the arc.
Now it's Dixon trying to answer. Again, no good. Nighthawks struggling a little bit from the three-point line right now.
Yeah, and the Nighthawks have been fantastic this season. They boast an 18-6 record, but they're 4-4 in their last 8. And they're going to need today to be a rebound game if they're going to get themselves ready for GNAC playoffs.
Now it's Menard for 3. Ball off the front of the rim. Rebound Dixon. Blocked by Ezzy Okafor. Continuing to battle under the rim. Stone comes out with it for the Red Leafs and will push the other way.
Huge block from Toby Ezzy Okafor there. Denying Dixon in the paint what was a sure bucket for the Nighthawks.
That's Van Bylen. A little dribble handoff to Brown. Again now Kokia.
Mismatch here.
Mismatch for Kokia. Doesn't like it. Off to Van Bylen. Into the paint to Stone. As that pass was made, foul called, and we have a timeout by the Nighthawks. We will also call a timeout and be right back after this. Welcome back to Red Leafs TV in a battle between the Nighthawks and the Red Leafs. H-on, both teams struggling from three-point land so far, but the Nighthawks in particular.
Yeah, the Nighthawks starting the game 0 for 6 from beyond the arc, not the start that they would have wanted. Their best three-point shooter, Kai Dixon, shooting 40% from beyond the arc. Ridiculous numbers, really. But he's been 0 for 2 to start off this match, and the Red Leafs want to keep him that way.
Now it's Stone. Back to Kokia. Kokia again into the paint for Stone. Stone spins with the right hand, goes up, no good. Rebound, Sullivan Menard.
A lot of traffic through the middle for the Red Leafs. The Nighthawks defense perfectly poised.
Now a nice reverse layup is good by Easton Reagan. Nighthawks back in the lead here. Kokia back with the ball, directing traffic, spins, pulls up from three-point, land off the front of the rim, no good.
Yeah, that one would have been right on the Instagram. Any highlight reel that you want, spinning three-point fadeaway, it would have been a bucket.
That's Harvey. Back to Reagan. Reagan to Harvey. Looks for space, drives. Good hands by Kokia to poke it away. As the Okafor the other way here for the Red Leafs. They'll slow things down. Gets the ball to Van Vylen, who directs traffic.
Yeah, Irish Kokia able to get a hand on that ball. He's got 39 steals for the Red Leafs so far this year. That leads the home side.
Now it's Tariq Brown pulling up for three-point land off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Reagan. Nighthawks get into their set now. Slower pace here by the Nighthawks as compared to the Red Leafs.
Yeah, they're taking their time, being more patient and meticulous in their shot selection, really, and trying to find the right moments. They know that of these two sides, the Nighthawks come into this one second in the GNAC, already eyes on the playoffs. They're just looking to refine their game.
Another bucket in tight there by Easton Reagan. Back-to-back buckets.
The Red Leafs sitting 8th in the GNAC standings, eliminated last week from playoff contention, 3 wins behind 6th and 7th.
Now it's Kokia driving, contact, gets that to go.
And that's what the Red Leafs need. In the absence of Luke Howard, who's in foul trouble, they need their best players to step up. Irish Kokia has done that so far in this first quarter, in the second quarter. The Red Leafs will need to look at him and Luke Howard and Zach Stone, and frankly, the whole roster if they're going to look to overturn what is a 9-game losing streak to the Nighthawks.
Now as Harvey drove to the rim, going to get a blocking foul. A little bit of a line change here for the Red Leafs.
That's a harsh call against Irish, I think. Seemed quite clear that the forearm extended, that it was a push-off. You could hear that from the bench. That they shared that sentiment.
Into the paint to Dixon. Tough right hand lay-in with a man all over him.
Yeah, he's making it happen. 6'7" out of Toronto. Averaging almost a double-double.
And Kokia with a good look there, air balls. And Coach Hansen not liking what he's seen. He's going to call timeout here.
Yeah, I think he has, doesn't want to let this game get out of hand. This is a Nighthawks side that once they have that lead, they are able to protect it with their defensive superiority. And frankly, the Red Leafs 3-24 all time against the Nighthawks. They haven't beat this side since 2019. They're going to need to stay in this game the whole way through if they're going to make it competitive in the fourth quarter.
So, Eitan, what's going to be the key to that? What are they going to need to do to stay in the game and continue to score against this very solid Nighthawks defense?
Well, quite frankly, it's you got to limit Kai Dixon on one end. And a lot of the Nighthawks game this year has gone through him, and that's what put him at first in the GNAC, 4 points per game. SFU, NNU has scored 14 of their 19 points in the paint, and a lot of that has gone through Dixon, who's already up to 6. For the Red Leafs offensively, it's about taking advantage of the shots that you do get. Irish Kokia with a good look from 3 there, couldn't draw iron. He hit one before. Now it's about, can we stay consistent in our shot selection, right? In the paint, it's going to be very difficult against a big man like Zane Foster and like Kai Dixon at the 4. It's going to be tough to find those open lay-ins. Can they find success from the 3? I think that's the key for the Red Leafs today.
Teams take the floor once again, see if they can put that plan into action here.
Yeah, and a shake-up from Steve Hansen putting in Victor Bonsu and Sasha Vujicic into the game, maybe looking to change something up in the paint through the center out of North Vancouver.
Vujicic will be going against the big center for the Nighthawks, Zane Foster, standing at 7 feet and 230 pounds. Now it's Bergerson into the lane to Foster, blocked by Vujicic, rebound in by Dixon. Good initial defense by Vujicic.
And that just shows Dixon's awareness of the game. He's always finding himself in the right positions to get those second chance opportunities and make them pay.
Now here's Matthijs Van Bylen to Kokia. Van Bylen. Little give and go. Now Kokia working off his screen. Little pass to Vujicic in the paint, throws it down. Nice find by Kokia.
Yeah, textbook pick and roll. And now the introduction of Vujicic, does it add another element to this game potentially for the Red Leafs?
Now with 7:06 to go in the first half, Luke Howard is set to check in. In the meantime, here's Bergerson for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Chases his own rebound, saves it. Great effort. Now it's Dixon, doubled. Kicks out to Bergerson again. Again into the paint. Here's Reagan. Little reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Tariq Brown.
Great defense from the Red Leafs here. Let's see if they can make it pay offensively.
Now it's Bonsu. Cutting, little Euro step, reverse layup, no good. Contact, but no call. Steve Hansen not happy. Looked to be good defense to me. Now here's Dixon to the corner. Reagan wide open, 3-point shot, good.
Yeah, the Red Leafs won't be happy about that one. On the one hand, you make a great effort defensively, and then you finally go on the offensive side of the ball, which you've earned, and you take a contested layup against 2 defenders, not the look that they would have wanted, and then leaving Easton Reagan wide open in the corner is not a recipe for success.
Now here's Bonsu driving. Looks like foul called. The ball will be under the hoop.
Be interesting to see a replay of that, where the point of contact was. Victor Bonsu continued his shooting motion and picked up the bucket.
I think I heard the ref say it was not on the way up.
Interesting.
Nonetheless, Kokia will inbound behind the basket. Now here's Brown, guarded tightly in the corner by Menard. Out to Howard. Luke Howard back in the game, finds Van Bylen. To Kokia. Kokia, step back 3, good! Kokia again, nothing but net, scoring from all 3 levels in the first quarter here.
Yeah, great shot from Kokia. Bullseye. And that puts an end to a 4-shot run without a make for the Red Leafs from beyond the arc.
And Dixon draws the foul there on Van Bylen. Dixon continuing to do a great job getting to the rim. Fighting contact to get his shots off.
Yeah, already leading both teams in rebounds with 3. And you just see the presence that he is in the paint. So difficult to defend for any 4.
Moves really well for his size too, which, yeah, as you said, very, very tough guard. You're either too slow or too small, and he's showing that early on.
No good on his second free throw attempt, usually 77% from the line.
5:20 to go here in the first half. Irish Kokia, tight defense by Bergerson. Kokia. Again, another 3-point shot. Irish knocks it down on fire from behind the arc.
That was gross. No other way to put it. Step back, crossover, leaning back, hit it, nothing but net. Ridiculous shot from Kokia, which brings the Red Leafs into this game.
No guarding that. Harvey responds the other way for the Nighthawks with a lay-in at the rim for 2. Where the Nighthawks are finding all their points, other than 1 3-point shot from the right corner there. Howard driving shot, no good. Rebound Dixon.
Wow, he just ripped it right out of the hands of Howard, right over his head.
Now it's Reagan driving. Charge called. Good foul drawn there by Irish. Making plays at both ends of the floor.
And how about the sail on the going down, you know, with the arms flailing. We'll see a better replay of it here, but that's just great work from Irish Kokia to pick up the call from the referee.
Doing his best Jalen Brunson impression there.
Had to have been. Getting himself back on the offensive side of the ball where he's been dangerous so far.
Kokia again to Howard. He pulls up from 3 with contact, puts it in again. Red Leafs making it rain from 3 here late in the first half.
Yeah, it's that 1-2 punch that we've been alluding to all season long. It's Howard and Kokia, and when they get going from 3, you're in big trouble.
Now here's Bergerson driving to the right. Bergerson stops up into the paint to Dixon. Mismatch with Brown on him. Dixon fades away. Jumper good.
It's unfair. You have him, great defense from Tariq Brown. You had Matisse Van Bylen reaching in, and he's able to play a 1v3, 1v2 game and make the Red Leafs pay. There's Brown for 3 in response.
Another 3-pointer from the Red Leafs, and this game is tied with 3:16 left in the first half.
And just like we alluded to, the key to this game for the Red Leafs is from beyond the arc. If they can hit those shots, they give themselves a chance. They've been hitting those shots, and we see a good situation brewing here in the West Gym.
Going 3 for 2 will be very critical for them, as you said. Here's Dixon trying to back down Van Bylen into the paint. Little fadeaway shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Brandstrom. Puts it in. By Renstrom, rather. My correction.
Yeah, 6'6", sophomore out of Eagle, Idaho. Averaging over 9 points per game.
Now Kokia's trapped. Kokia was in trouble, tried to throw a pass there, and is able to luckily draw a foul. Nighthawks bench not enthused with that one.
Yeah, huge respite there for the Red Leafs, who found themselves in a lot of trouble there in that situation, trapped at half. But we'll be able to see here on the replay, it's just been fantastic play from Kokia and Howard. The Red Leafs getting themselves back into this game and now find themselves with just a 1-possession deficit.
Kind of almost back to that early 2000s basketball, the 2-man games, the Tracy McGrady, the Yao Ming that style of play, and working beautifully so far for them. As we have a timeout here, Red Leafs cheer team takes the court. We will also call a timeout and be back after this.
Let's hear it once again for your SFU Nancy. Fans, don't forget to head on up to the upper mezzanine and get your baked cookies while supplies last. The SFU Kinesiology program is fundraising to send students to Calgary for the 2025 Human Games. These students will be representing SFU and will be competing against over 30 schools in Canada. Once again, head on up to the upper mezzanine and get your baked cookies.
Welcome back to Red Leafs TV in a tightly contested matchup here between the Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks and the Simon Fraser Red Leafs. It is 31-29 Nighthawks right now, and kind of a differential right now, kind of a tale of two games here from the three-point line for the Red Leafs and then on the boards for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, the stats don't lie. The Nighthawks dominating the Red Leafs in the paint. They have 19 rebounds to the Red Leafs 8. A big part of that, again, the leader in the GNAC, Kai Dixon, wearing a black jersey tonight. He's been unbelievable for the team out of Idaho, but where they've struggled is from beyond the arc, just 12.5% from beyond the arc, whereas the Red Leafs, 55% shooting the lights out.
Whenever you trade 3 for 2, you can keep yourself in games. Despite losing the rebound battle, obviously Coach Hansen's going to be talking to them, right, about having good technique, blocking out, and chasing those rebounds and probably getting two bodies on Dixon into the paint.
Yeah.
And
the most interesting thing is the Nighthawks field goal percentage overall is higher than the Red Leafs, despite shooting 12.5% from 3. They've been so efficient within the paint, whereas the Red Leafs have been so inefficient that the Red Leafs shooting 45% from the field is worse than the Nighthawks 50.
2:34 left here. Little alley-oop opportunity. No good, but Bonsu retains the ball.
Yeah, Bonsu did well to keep the ball in play. Here's Kokia.
Kokia driving, tripped up, foul call. Just a conversation in the scorers table about the number of fouls so far in this game. Steve Hansen unhappy. There will be an inbound opportunity here for Kokia and the Red Leafs, who are looking to take the lead potentially. Gets it into Stone. Stone into the paint. Good hands there by Bergerson to knock it away.
Once again, Ryzen Bergerson leading the Nighthawks in steals with 48 on the year. Add another one to that, make it 49.
Now here is Bergerson again, pulling up from the three-point line. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. Great rebound by Van Bylen. Tied up, foul called.
Looks like a jump ball was given. The Red Leafs are adamant that Matisse Van Bylen had more possession of that basketball. It'll be interesting to see here on the replay. Van Bylen has it, and it's a great play there from Randstrom to get his hands on the basketball and keep the ball in black.
That was a great job by Van Bylen to actually win a rebound on Dixon, who has just been a menace in the paint so far. Now it's Randstrom to Bergerson. Working off of his screen, driving to his right, spinning to his left. Little floater is good. Tough bucket in tight.
Bergerson, someone that's been a leader for the Nighthawks throughout his 4 years.
Open three for Bonsu, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Stone, little reverse layup is good. Lead cut to 2, good second effort by Zach Stone.
big-time addition for the Red Leafs. Zach Stone averaging 10 points throughout his 9 games since joining in mid-January.
Now here's Bergerson. Again, same floater. Tried to bank it in, no good. Other way, it's Brown. Throws that too far ahead of Kokia. He saves it. Van Bylen to Kokia. Spinning. Bonsu. Brown from 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Dixon. Nighthawks will walk it.
That's a look that the Red Leafs can live with. Having Tariq Brown shoot the 3, that's going to be something that's efficient for them. Doesn't hit that time, but that's the look that they're going to look to get. And let's see if they can get a stop here with 36 on the clock.
Brown shooting 43% from the three-point line this year, so that's certainly a look the Red Leafs will continue to get. Now, speaking of three-point shot, it's Dixon, nothing but net. Can't guard him at the rim, and he's hitting from behind the arc now.
What are you supposed to do? You have a man that's shooting 40% from behind the arc, and you have a man that's unstoppable in the paint.
Kokia holding for the last shot. Kokia, 4 on the clock, driving, pulls up, finds Bonsu cutting to the rim for a tough finish. Great find by Kokia. Great finish by Bonsu to end the half.
That's fantastic, unselfish play from the sophomore guard, Irish Kokia. Off balance, looking to pull up a last-second jumper, recognizes that he has enough time on the clock to feed a cutting Bonsu, who has the easy dunk up and in. That cuts the lead down to 3. The Red Leafs will definitely feel like they're in with a shot for this second half.
They absolutely will. We'll see what adjustments they make here, Eitan. Obviously, Kai Dixon needs to be at the forefront of those adjustments. We'll see what plan Coach Hansen and the staff has for Kai. And we will be back to start the second half here on Red Leafs TV.
I'm here to get more than a degree.
I'm here to explore.
To connect. To learn.
I am here to forge a new path.
To push myself.
To set goals and achieve them.
I am here to win.
I am here to grow.
Like people, businesses have their journey, their path, sometimes straight, but more often evolving, growing, and adapting to a changing world, creating the need for knowledge in areas like accounting, consulting, tax, technology, areas critical to your continued growth and success. All part of the journey, all part of what we do together with you. Because your success is the destination. MNP, wherever business takes you.
with the lead for Red Campus and the Red Tap. Second half, your SFU Red
steal. He's been showing out as the sophomore. And the one to watch is Luke Howard, who only played 6 minutes in that first half, has 7 points and the second highest plus-minus of anybody on the court, behind Menard of +6.
And here's Kokia right off the bat. Gets that into the paint to Howard. Whistle goes. Foul right off the bat. Ball will be underneath the basket here, and Kokia will inbound.
Yeah, Howard proving a handful for Briggs Randstrom.
Now here's Christensen. Passes up on the three. Drives to the rim. Tough bucket. No good. Going up with the right hand. Rebound Menard. That's Harvey. Dixon. Back to Menard. Dixon again. Guarded by Van Bylen. Puts that into the paint to Randstrom. Randstrom driving, good hands by Kokia again. It goes out to Bergeson with another floater off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Randstrom lays it in with the right hand. Kokia almost poked that one away. Nighthawks got possession back. Made the Red Leafs pay on their second chance.
Yeah, hopefully for the Red Leafs, a sign of things to come, making it tough for the Nighthawks offensively. For the Nighthawks, hopefully a sign of things to come. A little bit too easy under the basket for them to get a point.
And speaking of Luke Howard, only playing 6 minutes in the first half, there's an early bucket from him.
Yeah, one to look out for, and for sure someone that the Nighthawks circled out at the halftime. Another thing that they must have circled out was their three-point shooting, 2 for 10 in that first half. They'll be looking to improve.
Here's Randstrom pulling up from three, off the back of the rim, no good. And rebound for the Nighthawks. Looked like there were 2 Red Leafs there. Couldn't get it. And now, after another missed three-point attempt, that went off of Luke Howard's hand and out of bounds. It'll be Nighthawks ball.
And it just a tail of the tape right there. If one possession could summarize what this game has been, it's been the Nighthawks struggling from three-point land and the Red Leafs struggling to get rebounds against this Nighthawks side, and just providing so many second-chance opportunities. And second possessions, here's another one.
Dixon into the paint, almost had that poked away safely. Gets that to Bergerson from three, puts it in.
Yeah, you give the Nighthawks enough attempts, someone's gonna show out. And Bergerson, who has a history of being one of the top three-point specialists in the GNAC, hasn't had a good year. There's Irish Kokia midway through talking about Bergerson, saying, hey, keep an eye on me, 15 points so far. He's eyeing up the 22 that he scored at NNU.
Now here's Menard to Randstrom. Back to Bergerson. Bergerson from three again, air ball.
And that's more like what I was talking about before Kokia went and scored a bucket. Bergerson just struggling a little bit more from three, only 30% so far this year for the Nighthawks, whereas before he was easily a 40% plus shooter.
Not quite playing his game tonight, but Kokia, he just passed the ball to Gavin Rice, certainly is. Let's see if the Red Leafs try to get him the ball again. Van Bylen into the paint to Howard. Howard throws it down. Good find by Matthijs Van Bylen.
What a way to announce yourself to the 300 strong in the West Gym. Coming out of halftime, making a statement, making use of his minutes on the court. He's already into double digits for points.
Red Leafs utilizing their two-star offensive players early on. Speaking of star players, Kai Dixon again in the paint. Looking unstoppable so far tonight.
He's on career high watch now. 30 points against Central Washington, his highest number in a Nighthawk jersey. He's already got 16 today.
Now Kokia pumps, puts up another three off the front of the rim. Rebound was in Christensen's hands. We got Joven Ryan, pops it back free. Layup no good, rebound no good again. Jump ball being called.
Smart play there from Joven Rye, the senior, coming in clutch with a steal. Red Leafs unable to make the most out of that opportunity with the tip in as well. But they'll have an opportunity here off the inbound. Great work from Matisse Van Buyden to go up and get the rebound while surrounded by black jerseys.
Argument going on here between the Red Leafs bench.
And looks to be the argument being that the refs want to review what happened here. Randstrom had a complaint about Matisse Van Buyden elbows, I believe. Van Buyden was looking to protect the ball, was swinging around. Randstrom did catch one to the face, stayed on his feet, communicated to the referees, who are now going to take a look. It'll be interesting to see another replay of this rebound from Matisse Van Buyden. Here we have it. There's a steal from Rye. You can see as Matisse Van Buyden comes down with it, he swings that elbow once and twice, and that's where the contact's made. Not sure if that's what they're looking at necessarily.
Well, as the refs take a look at this to make the correct call, we will take a short little break here and be right back on Red Leafs TV. All right, looks like we are back here on Red Leafs TV, and the call on the floor stands. No change to that call being made here. Kokia will inbound for the Red Leafs. Howard pulls up for three. Shot good. Rattles in. Luke Howard saying, hey, I might have only played 6.5 minutes in the first half due to foul trouble, but I'm pretty good too.
Yeah, he's catching fire right now. It's a big mistake for the Nighthawks to leave someone shooting 41% from three wide open off the inbound. He's going to make him pay every time.
Into the paint is Reagan going up, no good. Foul called. Howard saying his feet were on the ground. Refs disagree.
Yeah, Howard jumps early and then bumps him. And no doubt that Easton Reagan's looking for that contact. He puts his body into Howard. That's his third foul, and for someone who's shooting the lights out the way that Howard is and is such a force for this Nighthawk team, for the Nighthawks, that's better than a basket. Get Howard into foul trouble as much as you can. That gives them the better chance to run away with this game.
Tough call for Howard, but ultimately the right one. As the Red Leafs cheer team takes the floor, we'll take a little bit of a break and be right back on Red Leafs TV.
Give it up for the SFU Tennis team.
We are back on Red Leafs TV. I'm Nicholas Hauke here with Eitan Weisfeld. Eitan, Red Leafs riding their stars right now.
Yeah, 14 points for Luke Howard in his limited amount of minutes. Only 10 minutes that he's been on the court. He's picked up 14 points. Irish Kokia obviously catching fire in that first half up to 15. But I got to keep an eye on Kai Dixon, number 10 in black. 16 points leading all scorers in this game. The Red Leafs showing improvement like they have done throughout the season. Up to 9-17 record, won 2 of their last 3, 5-11 in conference. Remember, this is a team that finished 4-14 in conference last year. Have already beat that record. Finished 6-23 overall. They're already 9-17. So this is a Red Leafs team that's looking to improve year by year, and they're finding pieces to do that through Luke Howard, through Irish Kokia.
Here is Kokia. Little dribble handoff to Van Bylen. Van Bylen turns off. Gets that to Christensen, back to Rye. Rye gets a screen from Stone. Finds Stone, who pulls up from behind the arc. Puts it in. There's Zach Stone getting on the scoreboard. Big man with a 3-point of his own.
Yeah, no surprise, Zach Stone 52% from 3. Ridiculous number, leading the Red Leafs with a hand right in the face from a 7-footer like Foster. He makes him pay.
Today in modern basketball, the big that can shoot from behind the arc is ever so valued. Stone showing why there.
Yeah, keep an eye on the redshirt junior out of Ottawa, Ontario. Has made an immediate impact for this Red Leaf side, including a 21-point performance that gave them a win in Oregon last week.
As a more traditional center, Zane Foster heads to the line and misses his first free throw.
Shooting 52% from the line so far this year. A senior out of Puyallup, Washington. Probably butchered that name.
Foster will split his free throws and have the Nighthawks up by 1. Here's Kokia to Van Bylen. Van Bylen driving to his right, getting into the paint. Tough bucket. Bank shot, no good. Rebound off the Nighthawks. Red Leafs will maintain possession and get a second chance here.
Yeah, last touch there off Briggs Ranstom.
Kokia will inbound. Has Stone pulling up for 3 again. No good. Foul called. Stone will head to the line for 3.
And you can almost feel the frustration from the Nighthawk bench right before Irish Kokia received the basketball from the referee. The Nighthawks bench calling out, hey, they're going to set a screen for 44. They do just that, and Zach Stone able to draw the contact, puts himself at the line for 3.
Unfortunate foul for Foster as well. He could have just kind of stepped out of the way there. It was a pretty late contest.
Yeah, when you're trying to close out a big man, it's so tough to not make contact. And a 7-footer like Zach Stone is 2 for 2 so far in his 3 free throw attempts. He's a 71% shooter so far this year.
After that foul, Foster checks out. Yaru Harvey checks back in the game. Had a solid first half. Now it's Dixon. The Nighthawks driving. Little jump step, gets into the paint and again finishes.
Smart basketball from Dixon.
Too much time, too much space. Now it's Van Bylen. Little dribble handoff to Kokia, who drives into the paint, pushes off. Travel call on Kokia as he tried to get into the paint.
Just hasn't found his rhythm so far in this second half. The introduction of Luke Howard changing the dynamic. It's not as much ISO ball. Now he's trying to make it happen with his teammates. Nighthawks able to respond accordingly. We have a tied game here.
Here's Reagan to Renstrom. Into the paint. Good interception by Kokia. Kokia spins. Nice no-look pass to Van Bylen. Left hand. Falls in and out, but he will head to the line for 2 shots. Great playmaking by Kokia.
Yeah, video game stuff. Making the steal, driving forward, leading the team forward, able to spin move away from the defender and finds a dime out to Matisse Van Bylen. A lot of contact from Dixon and 1 inches away from falling and drawing this crowd to their feet. Van Bylen, a 70% free throw shooter, giving the Red Leafs the lead.
Hits the second as well. Red Leafs in the lead.
Yeah, not something that they've had throughout this game. Nighthawks leading for 19 minutes compared to the Red Leafs 2. But now they're looking to make it pay with Kokia in transition.
Euro step shot, no good, but Kokia will head to the line. That's 2 good possessions in a row on defense for the Red Leafs, leading to free throws at the other end.
Absolutely, and that's what's going to make the difference for this side. When you're playing against one of the top sides in the conference like the Nighthawks, you have to make every defensive possession count. If you can keep them low scoring, their defensive capabilities will be limited if you can match that. And that's what they seem to have talked about at halftime. They've come out with a new intensity in this second half, especially defending the perimeter, defending the paint, and we've seen that with the low scoring second half that we've had so far. It's a 50-48 ball game.
One thing to look out for here after that drive, Kokia laboring a little bit. Wonder if he rolled an ankle or landed awkwardly.
Good both times, the 82% free throw shooter. Looks to be moving okay on his ankle. We'll be keeping an eye on that one, and so will Steve Hansen and the rest of the Red Leaf staff.
Red Leafs will certainly need him. They hope to and refs saying that
refs called a jump ball there, but the Red Leafs adamant that Tate Christensen had possession. I would love to see a replay. We can see here trapped in the middle, Yaru Harvey. Great defense from Tate Christensen and Tariq Brown, and there Christensen has the basketball.
I actually think the refs I just heard the refs saying that they called timeout before that happened. It certainly looked like Christensen had the ball before that occurred.
Definitely something that's worth looking at, because Tariq Brown adamant, I mean, he was fired up that they took this possession. It would have been a huge momentum shift for the Red Leafs to steal possession 3 times in a row. Look, no timeout call. Tate Christensen has the basketball. That's when the timeout call goes. It's clear as day. That looks to be Red Leaf possession, and instead it might end up in the hands of the Nighthawks, who are looking to bounce back in what's been a tough few possessions for them.
In a tight game, every call like that matters. So, as you can see, Red Leafs bench not happy about that. Here's the drive by Kokia, where he lands awkwardly and gets his foot stepped on a little bit there. Glad to see that he's moving okay after that one. Those are always scary with the ankle bending backwards a little bit.
Yeah, not what you want to see for someone as mobile and agile as Irish Kokia. His ankle mobility key to the way that he plays, looking at crossover defenders. Something that he'll definitely be keeping an eye out. It's good to see that he's out on the floor now, able to continue.
Looks like he's shaking it off. Not too much worse for wear. And here's Harvey with the ball. Moves it to Reagan, gets it back to Bergerson. Here's Dixon, driving, step back, little mid-range jumper, in and out, rebound, no good, foul called.
Foul against Irish Kokia.
Ryzen Bergerson will head to the line, shoot.
Yeah, the foul occurring on the first tip-in attempt. Refs waved off the second tip-in, which was good. It will send Bergerson to the line, where he's been shooting 62% this year.
Bergerson averaging 10.5 points per game so far this year.
Yeah, 3 for 10 so far this game, 10 points now off of that second make. That sets the Nighthawks within one possession, 52-50. Quarterback pass from Kokia.
Now it's Stone. Didn't like the look. Will recollect. Now it's Kokia driving. A little push shot with the left hand. No good. Rebound Nighthawks. Dixon to Reagan. Spinning. Finds Harvey. Little jelly there. Puts it in. That's a tough layup at the rim for Yaru Harvey.
That's one I want to see in slow motion. I mean, that's poetry. You go up, you feel the contact coming, and you're able to switch it to the left-hand lay. Great play from Yaru Harvey there.
And Stone gets into the paint there as he went up.
Here will be a replay. You can see he's going up. He sees the contact coming from Zach Stone. He's able to switch it to his left hand and find that layup. You put that in black and white. You say it's from the 80s, and all of a sudden that player is a Hall of Famer.
As Zach Stone heads to the line and hits his first shot. Aton, you don't want to upset the old heads here watching the broadcast.
Yeah, my fault.
Good defense here by the Red Leafs. Now it's Matthijs Van Bylen at the rim. No good. Rebound off at the Red Leafs. Oh.
And the referee gave it Red Leaf way. Then they reversed the call. Other referee able to fix it. And Matthijs Van Bylen doesn't seem to have too many complaints.
Yeah, I do believe that is the right call. It looked like it definitely hit Van Bylen.
Yeah, unfortunate there for the Red Leafs. Able to do well defensively yet again and find the moment in transition. Again, just unable to make it count.
Here's Reagan. To Menard. Menard drives to his right, pumps, tries to pass to the corner, intercepted by Christensen. Good defense by Tate. Now the other way, it's Brown. Brown being backed into the corner there by Bernard. Brown drives to his left, into the paint, to the corner to Christensen. No look pass to Kokia. Stone works it around. Matthijs Van Bylen draws a blocking foul, hit his shot. I don't think that one's going to count.
Yeah, crazy play there from the Red Leafs. They kind of had themselves in trouble by the halfway line with Tariq Brown. He did really well to step away from Sullivan Menard. Found an open look for Christensen. Couldn't connect. Christensen able to keep it in play. A backwards pass, circus act into Irish Kokio. Passed up the open three. Looking to make the extra pass. The Nighthawks were ready for it. Now we see a timeout from the Red Leafs. They're going to talk about things.
They will, and as they do that, we will take a short break here on Red Leafs TV and be right back.
Yeah, it looks to be a debate whether or not he had his foot inbound because the ball definitely went off of Tariq Brown on its way out. The referees will look to talk about it. It'll be interesting to see a replay, but the referee looks to have been, they just reversed the call now. So he's reversed it the Nighthawks way, so the nearest opportunity, maybe a replay would be good to be able to just see if that foot was inbounds. I think that's where the big debate was.
Here's Dixon. Foul called on stone as Dixon drove fearlessly to the rim, taking the contact and getting to the line.
Yeah, he's just finding all sorts of ways to score points. He's drawing the contact and getting himself to the line when he has to. He's connecting from three-point range, and he's connecting from inside the paint. A hell of a lot for the Nighthawks so far. He's up to 18 points and 2 more potentially coming at the line.
Misses his first. One of the few things that has not gone his way in this one so far.
Yeah, make that 1 for 3 from the stripe for the 77% free throw shooter.
This is the second.
Make that 1 for 4.
And now that rebound went off Tariq Brown, and the Nighthawks will get a second chance. Something we've seen kind of over and over again in this one.
Yeah, they're just the first to react to all those second chance opportunities, and they've just been able to beat the Red Leafs in the air so far, and that's the difference in why they found themselves still in this game despite a poor performance shooting-wise.
Here's Harvey to the corner to Menard, 4-3, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Nighthawks again, Harvey. Got into the paint, and Tate Christensen draws the charge. Selfless effort by Tate Christensen.
Yeah, that's great play from Christensen. We can see here on the Red Leaf TV replay, recognizing what it is that Harvey wants to do, taking the contact, being brave, and getting the Red Leafs back in possession.
A team first play that coaches love.
10.5 minutes to play here in the West Gym. A tied basketball game between the Red Leafs, 8th in the conference, with the second place team, Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks.
Now here's Brown, little dribble handoff to Kokia. Working off the screen from Howard, throws that to Howard, who was cutting to the paint too long. Bit of an errant pass there from Kokia, who has shown off some great playmaking ability pretty much the rest of the game. Nighthawks ball.
Yeah, he has that in him. He's a player that's capable, and there he is, able to pick up the strip and steal, and lays it off for Christensen, and Bergeson able to respond with a strip of his own. Great play defensively from both sides.
The Nighthawks again showing off their active hands. They have made it very difficult for Red Leafs ball handlers to get into the paint. Now it's Kokia. To Christensen. Pumps. Drives into the paint. Little dump off pass to Howard. Shot no good. Rebound. Little tie up there. Jump ball called. Will be Nighthawks ball.
Yeah, unfortunate again for the Red Leafs, just unable to get the shots to go in the paint. That's thanks to that great interior defense from Dixon and the rest of the Nighthawks. Another strip from Kokia. This one falls into the hands of Dixon.
Now it's Reagan to Ferguson. Menard to Dixon. Passes up the 3. Drives to the lane. Little Euro. Puts it in with the right hand. Slithery finish.
Yeah, it's just smart basketball to get yourself up to 20 points. He has the wide open 3, but he sees Howard closing out. He knows he can get by him. This patient play in the paint to Euro by the defender and find the easy layup. It's experienced basketball from the junior.
Exceptional lateral agility for a man that size. Now it's Dixon again with the ball. Again gets into the paint. Tough bucket off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Christensen, who gets knocked down and draws the foul.
That was excellent dogs, number 20,
Christensen showing off some really good defensive play here in the second half, doing the little things. Team first attitude here as he works his way to the line.
Most definitely. He's a redshirt sophomore at North Vancouver, 6'4" guard, averaging 8.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, over a steal a game. He does it all for the Red Leafs, and especially it's that grit defensively. Very tough player to score on in bunches and in a consistent manner. He's someone that Steve Hansen and the rest of the coaching staff can rely on the floor to do the right things. He's a coachable player, and that's why he finds himself starting in this year.
and we are tied once again here with just 8:58 to go. Red Leafs continuing to trap. Here's Reagan, blocked by Bonsu.
Great play from Victor Bonsu off the bench. Making a difference. Here he is.
Bonsu drives, throws it down! Victor Bonsu, welcome to the game!
That's a straight up rude from Victor Bonsu. Up over the defender. Firing up the crowd, giving the Red Leafs the lead.
Excellent play at both ends of the floor. Now here's Dixon again. Gets the roll. It looked like Matthijs van Bylen got a piece of it, and it went in anyway. Unbelievable. Dixon just can't miss right now.
No, and it's just basketball at a higher level for both sides. You have a player like Bonsu making a block on the one end, going back the other way, and look at this. Elevation. Getting up there right away, first class, and throwing it down, getting the Red Leafs lead, but then you cannot be complacent against a side as good as this. The Nighthawks able to score themselves, and when they need a bucket, they're going to hand it to their number 10, and 10's going to go and get it. And that's what he's been doing. He's up to 22 so far. Keep an eye, 8 minutes to play. A lot of the Nighthawks ball is going to be in his hands. Keep an eye on that career high, which is 30. We might be seeing it break here. Back in Canada, or in his home country, he's back home, and he's feeling it.
And with 8:14 left, we have ourselves a tie game. We're going to be right back after this break, but stick around. It's going to be a good one back here on Red Leafs TV. Welcome back to Red Leafs TV. We have ourselves a tie game here in a matchup between the Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks and the Simon Fraser Red Leafs. Tied at 58, 8:11 to go here. We got a back and forth affair.
Yeah, no surprise that the ball's going between Kokia and Howard. And that's who you're going to look at to make things happen. And Kokia just having a tough time getting calls from the referee. Dixon, coast to coast, getting a call.
Dixon has just been such a force getting into the paint, using his Euro step, using finesse and power. Such a difficult player to guard.
Yeah, and the second or third time in somewhat quick succession that Kokia has been looking for the foul call and just hasn't got it. And it's growing in frustration for Kokia and the rest of the Red Leafs.
Three-point shot, no good. Bonsu the other way.
And they'll be looking to change that. Kokia definitely being told to take better care of the basketball.
And on cue, he almost gave that one up. They maintain possession. It's Howard into the paint. Little right hand shot falling away. Puts it in. Great shot by Luke Howard.
Yeah, Luke Howard, someone who has experience in the Division I level, the Division II level, the NAIA level, and now back home in his native BC, making it happen here in the West Gym.
Here's Reagan spinning. Kokia again got his hand on the ball. Reagan got it back, puts it in with the left hand.
Yeah, and it's so tough for Howard to be able to really contest now on 3 fouls. He really has to take care of himself with 7 minutes to play. He's going to give up that layup from Reagan. You can see him almost take a step to the side to say, hey, you can have it. I'm not gonna contest you right now. He wants the ball on this position. He wants it offensively.
Howard back to the basket in the post. Finds Christensen cross court. Now it's Bonsu into the point. Doesn't make it, but gets fouled. Good drive by Victor Bonsu, really coming alive here in the second half.
Yeah, a lot of contact and fearless play from Bonsu. He sees the defender in front of him, and that confidence from the first dunk, he wanted to soar up over and put him on a poster. Changed to that layup, got the contact, got himself to the line. It's been a great cameo from the sophomore off the bench.
Gotta look at his vertical there. Just looked like he's hanging in the air.
Yeah, athleticism from the redshirt freshman out of Montreal has been fantastic. And someone who's only been averaging 2.5 points per game has come into this one when it matters, hosting the team that's second in the conference, and he's really put his foot on it.
Bonsu hits his second. Red Leafs back in the lead by 2. Just 6:45 to go in this one. Again, slow pace by the Nighthawks. It's Menard to Foster. Up to Reagan. Reagan. Back to Menard. Menard. Good defense by Christensen. Almost poked it free. Ball to Menard. Into the paint. Being harassed by Brown. Menard pulls up from 3. In and out, but a foul call on Luke Howard. Menard will head to the line for 3.
Yeah, up until that final second, outstanding defense from the Red Leafs, from Christensen putting his body on the line, Tariq Brown not giving an inch. The Nighthawks able to work it to Sullivan Menard, who was smart in keeping his hands there, drawing the contact from Luke Howard on the late contest. Puts himself at the line 3 times, an opportunity for the 83% free throw shooter to potentially give the Nighthawks a lead. He actually leads the Nighthawks in free throw percentage at 83.
Substituting in for SFU number 44.
Zach Stone checking into the game for the Red Leafs for Howard.
Zach Stone's come into this game, found himself efficient. 5 times he's gone into the line, 5 times he's made it. 2 for 4 from the field, 1 for 1 from 3-point range. Has 10 points, matching his points per game average through 9 games so far this season.
After those free throws, all 3 going down. Nighthawks now in the leads. Now it's Brown, kicking out to Bonsu, to Christensen, who drives, kicks out to Stone, pumps, Stone, mid-range, gets fouled, shot no good, but Stone will head to the line for 2.
And that's smart basketball from Zach Stone. He sees the contest coming on the 3-point, he steps in, draws the contact on his jumper attempt. He knows that it's going to be a tough bucket, gets himself to the line where he's been 5 times today, and he's been perfect so far. We'll see if that continues for 7.
Veteran play by Stone.
Yeah, someone who stepped away from the game of basketball due to concussion problems, was forced to medically retire, stuck around the program, found a home, continued to train, and eventually found his way back into the good books medically to be able to compete once again in a Red Leaf jersey. He gives the Red Leafs a 1-point lead here.
Since his return, Stone has been averaging 10 points per game. Here are the Nighthawks the other way. Reagan gets double, kicks it out to Bergerson. Bergerson to the corner to Reagan. On to Bergerson. Gets a pick. Drives. Bergerson to the corner to Dixon. Into the paint again. Good defense, no good. Rebound Dixon, foul called, and Dixon again will head to the line.
Yeah, it's a great pass from Bergerson. Almost triple teamed there, and he's able to swing it over to Dixon, who recognizes the opportunity to just get right to the basket and make things happen. He'll draw the contact, get himself to the line, where he hasn't had the best night. Make that 1 for 5 from the stripe, usually a 77% free throw shooter. For someone who's been as hot as he has on the floor so far tonight, 24 points, it just hasn't happened from the charity stripe until now.
He had missed 3 in a row before that point. Game tied once again, 5:20 to go. Here's Kokia to Bonsu, wide open from 3, in and out. Rebound, Van Bylen. Now Kokia. Drives to his right, Kokia with the right hand, banks it in.
That's smart basketball from Kokia. You have someone, a 6'7" defender like Dixon, who has such a presence in the paint. Choose that floater, use the backboard, get yourself back on the scoreboard. Make that 19 for the sophomore.
You know, Kokia loves those clutch moments, stepping up once again. Now it's a 3, no good. Rebound Nighthawks again. Ranstrom follows it up, puts it in.
Yet another time, but the Nighthawks able to out-rebound the Red Leafs, pick up that second chance opportunity and make them pay.
Kokia to Van Bylen into the paint. Back to Kokia, pulls up deep from three-point land, no good. Gets his own rebound. Slows it down.
And the referee's just going to talk about whether or not it hit the rim, talking about the shot clock. Interesting to see what they decide. See on the Red Leaf TV replay, did not draw iron on his three-point attempt. Just explaining to the head coach, Steve Hansen, the shot clock will be set at 7.
Kokia. Red Leafs need a shot off quick. Kokia. Nowhere to go. A little fadeaway shot. No good. Great defense by Dixon.
Outstanding from Dixon, knowing what Kokia wants to do, getting that hand up and getting the block. Now an opportunity for the Nighthawks. Offensive possession with the game tied under 4 minutes to play.
Armstrong to Harvey. Harvey driving. Back out to Reagan. Again, Harvey into the paint. Harvey to Dixon. Bonsu got a hand on it. Again, not enough. Dixon putting it in again. He just can't miss.
Make that 27 for the leading scorer in the GNAC. He's putting on a clinic north of the border. The Nighthawks retake the lead 68-66.
And Byron driving. Christensen for 3, off the back of the rim, no good. Van Bylen chased it. Harvey got there first and drew the foul. We got a timeout called here. As we call timeout here, we will take a timeout as well. We have a 2-point game, 3:05 to go. We'll be right back to see what happens after this.
$13 for general admission. SFU students and children under 8 years of age are admitted free. Again, visit athletics.sfu.ca and purchase your tickets online, including just Saturday, March 1st. This weekend, Central Washington University's Wildcats visit, and it is our senior night. Be sure to join us March 1st and get your tickets now.
We are back here on Red Leafs TV. Matisse Van Bylen foul has led the Ari Harvey to get to the line here because the Red Leafs are in foul trouble, as are the Nighthawks for that matter. Both teams in foul trouble. Harvey will shoot a critical free throw here with his team up 2.
Yeah, a game that can now be decided at the line. 3 minutes to play in a physical contest with both teams in the bonus. It's going to be about who has the nerves from the stripe.
Harvey sees that one roll out. Red Leafs catch a break.
73% free throw shooter, just unable to connect.
Here's Kokia, pulls up for three, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Ranstrom.
An opportunity maybe to see some daylight for the Nighthawks. They can make it a two-possession basketball game here.
Harvey to Ranstrom. Back to Bergerson. To Reagan. Works off the pick, rolls to his right. Tries to get into the paint. Great defense by Zach Stone. Getting his hands on that one. Red Leafs get a big stop when they need it most. Now it's Van Violet. To Bonsu.
2 minutes to play. Now it's in the clutch. What do you got?
Kokia. Stone. Christensen. Spins. Stone pops from three off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound, Nighthawks.
That one looked pure when it left his hands. So unlucky for the Red Leafs, who now have to come up with a huge defensive stop.
1:38 to go. Ball in Dixon's hands, now up to Reagan. Back to Dixon. To Ranstrom. To Reagan. Bergerson driving. Nice little pass to Ranstrom. Great defense. Stone. Foul called. Might have got a little bit of arm on the way up that time.
Be interesting to take a look. Stone looked shocked by the call, but there hasn't been too many complaints. We'll see here as Bergerson steps inside. And yeah, he makes contact on the arm.
It's the right call.
I'm a Red Leaf fan, but I can be partial. I can be impartial, rather.
Here's Ranstrom. He misses.
And that could be big in the grand context of the game. 2-point lead for the Nighthawks. It could be extended to three, but no matter what, the Red Leafs will be within one possession with the basketball, 1 minute 20 remaining.
Nighthawks really struggling from the line down the stretch here. Ranstrom does make his second, splitting his free throws. Down by three with 1:18. Gotta think it's Irish Kokia time.
Newly checked into the game, Luke Howard may have something to say about that as he picks up the basketball.
Howard spins into the paint, right hand, no good. Rebound, Ranstrom again.
Flat out good defense from Ranstrom, and having the backup from Dixon right behind them. I believe Harvey was there as well. Just a lot of bodies making it difficult for Luke Howard to get a good shot off.
Now it's Ranstrom.
Imperative that the Red Leafs are strong defensively, and there it is from Christensen.
Another great defensive play by Christensen, getting his hand in to steal the ball. And he will head to the line as well.
That's great play from Christensen, and that's what keeps him on the floor so consistently, is his grit defensively, and that's a clutch turnover in the Red Leafs' favor. Now he sends himself to the line, where he's been shooting a team-high 86%.
All right, we got a quick timeout here by the Nighthawks.
And something to point out is just the way that the Red Leafs have been unable really to combat Dixon, but offensively they've been great against one of the top defenses in the GNAC. 16 points for Luke Howard, 19 for Irish Kokia, 12 for Zach Stone. They've been efficient in three-point range, maybe more in the first half where they were 5 for 11, in the second 2 for 7, not where you want to be. But that's why they find themselves 3 points behind in this contest. Christensen, a huge free throw here.
Which he hits. Not looking phased on that one. That's the lead to 2.
Make that one, and now the Red Leafs, imperative that they get a stop.
They'll look to protect the three-point line here to keep it a one possession game, worst case scenario. Got another timeout black. And
it's a 14-second differential here between shot clock and game clock. How is that going to affect what the Nighthawks do out of this timeout? How does that affect what the Red Leafs do out of this timeout? The Red Leafs having 2 timeouts left. Be sure that they'll be taking one once they regain possession. Will that be off of a turnover, or will that be from inbounding out under their own basket? That's set to be determined. However, something that's key to be pointed out is the efficiency of Luke Howard when he's been on the court. Only 14 minutes in this game. He has the highest plus-minus of anybody in a Red Leaf jersey, anybody on the court except for Ryzen Bergeron, who hasn't pipped by 1. So it's been outstanding from Luke Howard. 16 points in 14 games, 6 for 8 shooting. He's been incredibly efficient. I have no doubt that when the Red Leafs pick up possession, it'll be in his hands. Surely.
Before we get to that point, big defensive stop here for the Red Leafs needed.
Yeah.
And the Nighthawks put it away.
No surprise, they go straight towards Dixon.
Dixon on Van Bylen. No Bergeson. Back to Harvey. Harvey directing traffic. Drives to his right. Harvey. Back to his left hand. Great defense again by Christensen. Poking it free. Red Leaf ball. Take Christensen putting on a defensive clinic here at West Gym.
That's huge. And that's probably one of the biggest steals of his career here in the West Gym. When you host one of the top teams in the conference, it's your defensive grit that makes a difference. Tate Christensen possesses that in droves. He's averaging over a steal a game. He's got 2 clutch ones here in the final moments of this contest. It'll be Red Leaf possession here with 21-2 remaining. Be interesting to see what they do out of this timeout, who they look to go for. Zach Stone checking in. So they're going to have options. They can go with Zach Stone. They can go with Luke Howard. They can go with Irish Kokia. Which one is it going to be that looks to provide another huge monumental win here in the West Gym for the Red Leafs? If you're Hansen here, where are you looking? Are you looking at Howard? Are you looking at Stone maybe? Are you looking at Kokia?
I think probably a 2-man game here with the both of them, right? Whoever has the better shot needs to take it. It's going to be Howard to inbound, Kokia.
And the Nighthawks are going to press. And this is...
Oh, Van Bylen almost lost it, but gets it back. Now errant pass. Van Bylen saves it, has it.
How do you like your drama? Here in the West Gym, confusion everywhere. All eyes on the referee, and it looks to be giving the Red Leafs way. And it looks like they're going to review it.
Referee says it will be Red Leafs ball. They're just going to check the clock to make sure it's at the right amount here. Every second's so crucial in a tight game like this.
Absolutely. The call ended up being a jump ball, which luckily for the Red Leafs falls in their favor. Heart in throat moment there for Matisse Van Bylen, who fumbled the inbound pass and then fumbled the pass over to Irish Kokia. Great grit from Van Bylen to get to the ground ahead of Bergeron. Bergeson, and get the Red Leafs possession of the basketball, but that just killed 8 seconds off of their game clock, and now they have 13-8 as they stand to work with.
You think that they hold for the last shot here? You put one up with about 6 seconds left just in case you can foul and have one more chance.
I think so. I'm not going to pretend I know more about basketball than Steve Hansen, but I think with a 1-point game and the way that this game has been physical, I think you might want to hand it and draw contact or get the bucket. If you draw contact, you give yourself an option from the line. You force the referees to make a big call. It could go in your favor, and you also have the opportunity to get those second chance opportunities if it doesn't go your way. That's the way I would look at it. Of course, things may change. They may get an open look from 3. They may want the 3. They've been efficient from 3-point land over the course of this game. Of course, 45% in the first half, 28 in the second half, 38% overall.
The last time we called a game together, it was Irish Kokia taking the game into his own hands. getting the inbound pass, breaking a double team, getting to the three-point line, and hitting a tough shot from behind the arc. We'll see what happens here. We have another timeout. We will take a very quick break here and be right back for the finale of this tight matchup.
Back in the West Gym, 13-8 remaining. It'll be an interesting tale to see what the Red Leafs look to do out of this timeout, an extended break to talk about things with 13-8 on the clock. It'll be an inbound out of their own half. They've shown the potential to hit those clutch shots. We've seen it from Kokia, we've seen it from Luke Howard. The last time we were in the booth, they both put on a show. Now it's going to be who wants it, who wants the responsibility. That's sure to be something that Steve Hansen's asking. Who wants the basketball right now? And if you don't have 5 hands going up, you got the wrong 5 guys on the court. They're going to be looking at handing that ball off to their star players, whether it's Howard, whether it's Kokia, whether it's Zach Stone, Christensen, Van Buyden are options. 14-5, they change the clock now. 14-5 to decide a win or a loss for the Red Leafs.
Van Buylen will inbound. He's got Stone. Back to Van Buylen. It's going to be in Kokia's hands. Kokia to Stone. Stone drives to Kokia. Back to Stone for 3. No good. Nighthawks hang on. Great defense to force a tough shot from Stone. And that's going to be it here in West Gym.
Defense wins championships and defense wins games. And ultimately the Nighthawks proving that time and time again throughout this season. They've been one of the better defenses in this GNAC. The Red Leafs gave them one hell of a game, really. I mean, right to the final wire, right to the final shot. They didn't get the look that they would have wanted. Irish Kokia defended really well from Dixon there in the perimeter. And at the end of the day, he had to pass it off to Zach Stone from distance. A tough bucket. Just unable to fall for the Red Leafs, who really proved themselves to be able to compete with the best in the conference. They just haven't had the results go their way, and this is another example of that.
I'm sure Coach Hansen hopes this is a building block moving forward, right? We talked about the record early on and the difference. You're now playing in these tight games. Now you need to learn how to win them, and they've been so close multiple times. They won a couple. We were here for one of them, right? So building blocks moving forward. They have one more game. It's seniors night on Saturday. They're going to be sure looking to win that one against the best team in the league. It's, with nothing to lose on the line, you know you're going to get their all, and it'll be an interesting one to see. But let's just talk quickly. What a game by Kyle Dixon, the Canadian, coming back to Canada and just being unstoppable.
Fantastic. I mean, 27 points, 10 rebounds. A menace defensively, able to create his own shots, able to be brave in the paint, draw the contact when he needed to. He was the difference in this game, quite frankly, and it's because of him that the Nighthawks walk away with a win. Great work as well from Bergeron, from Randstrom, from Menard especially, from Harvey. A lot of great players in black so far throughout this season and on the court tonight, but really the one that stand out was 10, and he was outstanding. 3 blocks on the night for him as well. +4, plus minus a +4, really was the difference. And for the Red Leafs, it surely gives them a bit of confidence that they can compete with a player of that caliber.
It absolutely will. Red Leafs fans, not going home happy tonight, but on Saturday, there's one more chance. We will see you then. I'll be right back in the booth. I'm Nicholas Hauka here with Eitan Weisfeld. Thank you for joining us on Red Leafs TV. We will see you on Saturday.
Been a pleasure, Nick. Have a good night.
You too.